Hey there folks, this is Roz with Mtgnoob, and we are here getting into a 6-pack Gatecrash Shield event. Let's go ahead and check out our rarities. It is an icy cold day here for me. For everyone else, it's probably just average or even warm, but when you live in the islands, like myself, and it's 69 degrees inside your house, that's pretty cold. Looking at the rares here, we have some pretty decent rares. Seeing a Duskmantle Seer. Robo Raiders, this is not good. Fireman Avenger is very good. And 5-Alarm Fire, I don't know how I feel about this card. Like, when I first saw this card, I thought this card was not really that great. But then when I saw it used, it was actually pretty sweet. Mystic Genesis is cool. I don't know if this is on the level of something like a Fireman Avenger, but it's really pretty neat. Let's see what kind of support we have here. What I've noticed lately is that I have a tendency to be very conservative when I play a draft. I try and really, or not a draft, when I do a sealed, I try and really stick to 2 colors. And it's been working out okay for me. I don't know if I want to feel like I want to get slightly more aggressive and draft a little bit stranger in this draft. We'll see what we have to support these types of cards. White's looking a little shallow here for Boros. 2 Dutiful Thralls, though, for something like a Orzhov deck. Shielded Passage is sideboardable. Syndic of Tithes, good. Angelic Edict and Night Watch is okay for something like Boros. I'm going to go through these real quick, and then we'll spend more time on the actual mixing of the colors, I guess you'd call it. Way of the Thief is okay if you have the right gates, so we'll put that over there for right now. Scatter Arc is sideboardable, I'd guess. Last Thoughts, like, I don't know, I've seen it used. It seems to do okay. These are fine. Spell Ruptures, Agoraphobia, Cloudfin Raptor. That's pretty cool if there was some sort of Simic going on. Pair of Midnight Recoveries. I would probably play Last Thoughts before I played Midnight Recovery. Basilica Screecher and Thrall Parasite is pretty sweet. This is okay. This is sideboardable. Death Approach is fine. The Predator's fine. He's a super late drop, but he hits hard and hurts people pretty bad. These 2 can go over there. Shanktail's fine. Marked for Death. Massive Raid. Hellraiser Goblins are probably a little bit too random for me. I did get to play with them in a event that I put up on the Mtgnoob, and it was just they were just a little bit too random for me. This is sideboardable at best. These are okay. Bomber Cores are better when you have like 2 or 3. Wow, the green's looking pretty good with a Crown Ceratok, Slaughterhorn, Miming Slime. Rebirth is maybe sideboardable. Naturalized is very sideboardable. Holy cow, 3 Disciple of the Old Ways? Wow. So maybe Gruul. Or maybe like Simic Splash Gruul. Wasteland Viper, very good. Spire Tracer, probably sideboardable. Burst of Strength, not bad. Kind of like that card. Looking into the dual colors, so we've thrown up with the, or throwing out, not throwing up, the Boros. Beckon Apparition, good. Both these good Boros cards. Pit Fight, very good. Man, a Zertos Swine, excellent for the Gruul. Primal Visitation, not really so good. Merfolk of the Depths, also not so good. Too late for me. Bioshift is weird. I don't know if I've ever used it. Sideboardable. Urban Evolution is slow. If you're up against the other slow deck, it can be really good just because you might have... it may just come down to the battle of who top decks better. So it's nice to be able to potentially refill your hand. Crasises are always good. Guild Mages are always good, and a pair of Shamble Sharks is always good. So, the potential for Simic Gruul is looking pretty decent. There's also a Dimir Charm, Mortis Strider, which is okay, and then a Death Cult Rogue. Like, Dimir Simic is also a thing. But, let's see here. We have all kinds of gates. We have 2 Dimir gates, a Gruul gate, and a Simic gate. So actually, all of our gates work for the stuff that we're looking at. But I definitely think that, like, I'd really like to get to use this sear. But I think that we're probably going to be going Simic Gruul. Let's start moving things around and seeing what a Simic Gruul deck looks like. This would be in it, and this would be in it. And this guy can go sit on the sidelines. So for the Simic Gruul deck, let's see. That's good. Probably throw down that. Maybe one Spell Rupture for a Simic Gruul. Keymaster Rogue seems to actually work pretty good in Simic and Gruul because you can throw creatures back and keep your guys evolving, which is kind of neat. Crown Ceratok I would definitely play. Slaughterhorn, Miming Slime. Oh yeah, throw all those in there. The Crasises, the Guild Mage, the Shamble Sharks. It's actually looking pretty decent. Let's see what the curve looks like. Curve looks pretty sweet. Loading up on 2-drops in Simic Gruul is never a bad thing. It makes me think that we could definitely get things like this Swine out later in the game. We have a decent amount of creatures. If I wanted to get one more creature in, what would it be? Would it be something like a Shanktail? Would it be something like this Predator for something way on the back end, maybe? It might be. Or would it be something like the 5-Alarm Fire, or would it just be something big and beefy like this Snapjaw? That's a decent amount of creatures, too. We could also do something like the Urban Evolution. That always looks good. So, I mean, the Simic deck looks pretty good. I kind of like it. The Simic Gruul deck, let's go ahead and move everything that is not a creature down here. This is basically a creature, so we can leave that there. Let's see. So what are we looking at here? This is 5, 6 plus 16. I think it's because it counts Miming Slime as a sorcery. Yeah, okay, so we're actually looking at 17 creatures and then a couple of these tricks here. Removal-wise, we really only have 2 pieces of removal. We have some counter spells with a Mystic Genesis and a Spell Rupture. And this isn't a bad thing because we have stuff like Shamble Shark that we would be playing end of turn, so it's possible that we could also just utilize our mana to get like a really timely Spell Rupture out or a really timely Mystic Genesis out. In red, there's no muggings or anything, which I kind of wish there was. There is a Massive Raid, which might be kind of hard to play at the double red. This Crown Ceratok is just going to be a beating. It would be amazing if we had the Sapphire Drake too. That would probably be too much to ask for, though. Man, I'm like shivering over here, as cold as it is. I know, 69 degrees inside the house. That's not cold at all. This looks pretty good. We can play these 2 Guild Gates and then throw like, I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 mountains in and probably feel just fine. So let's see what something like, what else would we play? Dimir Simic? Or Dimir Gruul? Dimir Gruul would probably be way too hard. Yeah, Dimir Simic. Let's see what Dimir Simic looks like. So we would take out, probably keep in Pit Fight. Would I take out all 3 of these? So I'd be taking out like a Swine and maybe like this Rubble Belt Raiders and putting in what? I mean, I'd be putting in the Flying 4/4, which is pretty cool. And if there was more removal in black, I would actually think about doing it more. Like if there was some killing glares or some grisly spectacles or something. But there's really nothing in black. There's this dude, which is good because he's guaranteed damage, but there's really nothing else. I mean, we get a Dimir charm out of the deal, which is okay. I think this might be pretty good, though. The Zamet Gold Mage is good, and these two Shamble Sharks are good. Having one Clownfin Raptor is fine. If I wanted to take something like the Burst of Strength out, I really don't have like a more cool thing to put in besides that. I mean, like there's this Fierce Resistance. But that's pretty much it. We'll be able to sideboard in something like a Naturalize if we needed it. So we still have 8 minutes, so if we weren't going to do this Simic Gruul thing, and we wanted to do Boros, I don't really feel like doing Boros, but if we wanted to do Boros, what would we have? Let's go ahead and throw this, let's go throw this on top of this Realm right over here, and let's just throw the Realm right into the you're not going to get played area. Yeah, he's just weird. Like, if he had, like, Evolve or something, I might play him, but he just doesn't. Okay, so if we were going to go ahead and play... Would we even have anything to support it? We really don't. How about, like, Orzhov Dimir? What if we're playing Orzhov Dimir? Let's throw that in there real quick. Night Watch isn't really the best for that. This is fine. This is fine. This is like this would be like a really super heavy splash. And there's just not much there. Yeah, this is terrible. I mean, like, I could throw in 2 Millennial Gargoyles. And I could throw in, like, a Key Rune or something. Probably Orzhov Boros would probably be the second best thing we could possibly do. Because, like, if we threw all this back over here, and we went Orzhov Boros, let's see, we could have Shanktail, Massive Raid, Ember Beast, Treason, Legionnaire, this guy, this guy, this guy. Let's see. Like, we could have something that looks like this, and then maybe like a Pit Fight, and maybe like a Towering Thunder Fist. I mean, but that's still not enough creatures. Like, 13 is not enough for a Boros deck. And we don't even really have that much Extort for this. Like, we have, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of Extort. Yeah, I don't really think the Boros Orzhov deck is going to be where it's at. I think we pretty much have to go with the Simic stuff. And I don't feel too bad about that. I think our Simic Gruul looks pretty cool. Let's go ahead and grab all this. Let's go ahead and get rid of all this. And this stuff here. And we're missing... What are we missing here? What did I put back? What are we missing here, guys? What did I put back here? What do we have? We have Burst of Strength. Pit Fight, Agoraphobia, Miming Slime, Urban Evolution, the Genesis. Oh, it was a. Well, we have the Pit Fight in there. What am I missing here? Oh, a Spell Rupture. We had a Spell Rupture in there as well. So, yeah, this looks okay. Like I said, something like Spell Rupture and the Mystic Genesis should be fine. Mystic Genesis is always like a massive blowout when you get it late in the game, so let's see if that does well for us. We'll go ahead and throw in our two things here. Go ahead and add some land. So, let's see. So we do have some double blue costs. And we would have 9 green. I think I might feel a little bit better if it was like this, maybe 663. We could probably even get away with 662. Or rather 762. Like this. And that should be fine. Like this deck is not like Superman intensive. We're capping out at 5. We have some pretty decent 5 drops that we want to make sure we get to. But other than that, like it's not doing like a whole lot until then. Way of the Thief is neat, but I don't think it's what we want for this deck. Okay, this looks fine. We'll go ahead and submit this, and I will see you guys for round 1.